Okay, yeah, I think we'll leave it there. Thanks, Daniel.
Thank you, Jackson. Thank you.
Thank you, Jackson. Okay, Jim Conlan, please.
Hi, Daniel. Just in relation to the international window break that you had there at the weekend, there was two Irish players playing against Serbia, Omobamidele at centre back and Andrew Ida up front. Andrew Omobamidele had a terrific game for Ireland up against Mitrovic and Vlahovic for the Fiorentina striker. What did you make of his performance? Is Andrew close to making his Premier League debut now for Norwich?
Andrew is always in my thoughts, and you know, I love to work with young players, but there are no gifts for myself. And he played in a crucial moment last season when it was crunch time period, all the last 9 games, and he was fantastic anyhow. And sadly, before the Liverpool game, he missed 2 training sessions due to an illness anyhow, and he had a tough start into the season. I was unbelievably delighted for him that he has his full debut right now, also for the Irish team, and I think he was there. It was a really good performance, also already against Portugal, and pretty happy for Andrew. And Andrew is always in my thoughts, and always a good option for our defensive row. And also Adam Ida was important for him to get many minutes because in the last couple of years he was struggling a lot with injuries and not in his full rhythm. And yeah, of course, he has lots of competition also here with Timo Pukki, with Josh Sargent. Not that easy for him to play each and every minute. I think he had a good preseason, also some good appearances so far, and I think his performance were also definitely all right for the Irish team. Of course, everyone would prefer if he's also off the mark then for Ireland also pretty soon. But I think these minutes will definitely help him also in his personal and individual development.
Daniel, I spoke to Thomas Frank yesterday, and I asked him what his transfer deadline day was, and he was able to tell me he was back in Denmark, and he was able to go to bed an hour before the deadline actually closed. It was a quiet day for him. How was the day like for you? Was it a very relaxing sort of an occasion? Was it fairly hectic? Was it hands-on between you and the chairman?
Quite relaxed, coffee and cake on the sofa. Of course, the mobile was in my hand. I was in close contact always with Stuart Webber. And but if you have Stuart Webber on your side, you don't have to worry at all. You can also enjoy the coffee and the cake, and because he's doing an amazing job and fantastic. And he's great also in dealing with all the things. Of course, we decide everything together. But it was a quite relaxed day, yes.
Yeah, and Daniel, lastly from me, I suppose the Arsenal sort of challenge, you mentioned the players that they were missing, but also when you consider the experience that they were missing for the first few games. We know Thomas Partey, Atletico Madrid, he's sort of leadership. Aubameyang has played at the highest level. Lacazette has represented his country, he's captain Lyon as well. So these were experienced players that Arsenal were missing. It was almost like there was youngsters that Mikel was working with for the first 2 or 3 games. Are you a bit concerned about that going forward, that Arsenal are probably coming into this weekend's game with a lot more experience available to them now?
Yes, of course, it's a different Arsenal side. Then it's not just experience, but also unbelievable quality. Pierre-Emerick is a world-class striker, and he has proved this. So, also in terms of his goals, one of the best forwards who has played in the Premier League in the last decade with this amount of goals. He's unbelievable, and also great character. Like I said, we don't have to speak about his quality. Also, Saka right now back to full fitness. Also the other offensive options like Ødegaard right now also settled in completely then, and in general, so they, especially their offense is outstanding in terms of their individual quality, but you can't choose. So we have the situation that they are probably more or less all available for this game, and for that we don't fear them. We are respectful, that's definitely for sure, but we don't travel in fear. We know that even against the best side in the world, when we are good in our topics, we have a chance, and we want to prove this also tomorrow.
Cheers, Daniel. Best of luck at the weekend.
Thank you, Jim.
Thanks, Jim. Okay, if we could go to Paddy Gavin.